You're listening to Breaking BizDev with John Tyerman and Mark Wainwright. Conversations that break down, beat up, and redefine business development for the professional services firms of tomorrow. And now for your hosts, John and Mark.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Breaking BizDev. Today, we're diving into the art of being utterly indistinguishable from your competition. We're going to teach you how to be as generic as possible, and we're going to show you how to blend in. This is going to be a fun one, Mark.
I'm already laughing at this episode. So, do we want people to take this seriously, John, or where are we with that? Right? I know there's some episodes, some podcasts out there that are sort of tongue in cheek and sarcastic at their core. I think generally you and I seek to be, pretty much on the up and up and pretty serious about our episodes. But all right, this one is designed to be a little sarcastic, but hopefully in a useful way. And we have had a blast just creating it and also throwing around the various titles that you developed. We're not really sure exactly what this is going to be titled. Hopefully it's catchy, but I know we've got more than one potential title to choose from. Any of those other titles stick out to you, John?
I like How to Blend In, 12 Ways to Suck at Differentiation. Or The Art of Being Utterly Indistinguishable. Those are two of the ones that stand out to me.
I love it. Yeah, the one that's Become Ignorable, 12 Ways to Suck at Differentiation. That is so funny. So yeah, John and I have fun at making these titles, and sometimes they're a little boring, but today's not boring at all. So tons of fun in our various titles. So yes, we are here to talk about differentiation in kind of an indirect, right, sort of backwards way, because both how you market as an expert in your professional services firms and actually how you sell can be both, powerful differentiators, not just the services you provide or the expertise that you have inside your four walls at your firm, but actually how you do these things, how you market and how you sell can kind of pull you away from the pack.
Yeah, and we've got a baker's dozen of examples on how you can suck at differentiation. There's plenty of firms that do it. We want you to be part of the group, part of the herd mentality. If everyone just does the same thing, then, we'll all become indistinguishable.
Absolutely. Yeah. And John, we came up with a good number more than this. So there are nearly endless ways to really suck at differentiation. So let's be kind and just highlight a handful.
Well, the first one on my list, Mark, is creativity is just overrated. I think firms need to standardize everything that they do. They don't need to try new things. They don't need to step outside of their comfort zone. Creativity is overrated and everything should be black and white.
Yeah, particularly in expert firms where really there's only one way to do something and it's doing it the right way because all the other ways are the wrong ways, and it's really not even worth sort of exploring any of those different areas. So keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, that's going to work out for you again and again.
I mean, you're an expert. You know everything, right?
Exactly.
What's the first one on your list, Mark?
Yeah, the first one on my list is just ignore client feedback, right? So what you're, like we said, you've got this thing figured out. You are the expert. So anytime a client throws some feedback your way, I'm assuming it's unsolicited because you probably wouldn't solicit or be open to their feedback in any way. So when they throw some feedback your way, just file that in the circular file, and you know what's best. So just keep moving on.
I mean, who needs the voice of the customer, right?
Who needs right? Exactly.
They have no idea what challenges they're faced with.
Exactly. All right, that was 2. There you go. Good, John. You have a third.
All right, number 3. Just become a generalist. I mean, specialization just narrows your total addressable market, right?
Yeah. Right.
And so, I mean, if you have a wider total addressable market, you're able to sell more services, right? I mean, that's a path to revenue.
Yeah. Be everything to everyone.
Yep.
Absolutely. That's
boil the ocean. Do it. Yeah. I mean,
Boil
light
the
a fire.
ocean. There it is. Good. So in short, right. The third one, the third one on our list was boil the ocean. Good. Smart. All right. Number 4 on our list, share how excited you are.
Oh yeah. You like this
in
one.
every channel possible, right? You and I laughed about this, John. I know, and I call these out. I wrote a blog post a long time ago that was lovingly kind of named after the Pointer Sisters. And you're old enough, John.
I'm so excited. Right?
Exactly right. I call those hashtag Pointer Sisters posts because again and again and again, we see on social media and every other channel possible, people just coming out in the first 3 words on their post. I'm so excited, or we're so excited, right? So,
Or we are
that's
thrilled
a way
to be here.
right? That's a way to destroy differentiation just by coming up, those 3 words right off the bat. We're so excited.
All right. So that
All
was,
right.
what was that, number 4?
That was number 4, right?
All right.
You're on-
so
you're
so we're on
five.
number 5 then. And this next one is, if you want to blend in, under invest in marketing. After all, it's an operating expenditure. It's not an investment, it's an expense. And you need to minimize your business development expense. That's the only way you're going to grow.
Yeah, that budget line item should have a nice big target on it every single year.
Slash it.
And just hack away at it. Because in the short term, right, the work that you do in marketing, if it doesn't pay off tomorrow, then, just dump it. We're not going to be patient.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have to calculate ROI on, is it going to make a return within 30 days, right? 90 days. Has to be 90 days maximum.
Yeah. None of this long-term stuff. So great. No marketing leads to no differentiation, and you're just blending in with the pack. Good. Smart.
All right.
Smart.
That was number 5. What's number 6?
That was number
Mark?
5. All right, number 6. All right, this shifts to some kind of pipeline stuff, kind of sales stuff. Let any Tom, Dick, or Harry into your pipeline.
The Great Escape. Love it.
Just open it up. Like, throw the doors open like it's it's a red tag sale, right? Fire sale in the pipeline. Just everybody jump in, right? We don't care who you are. We don't care what you need. We don't care what you're willing or not willing to pay. Come on in. Because when we look at our sales pipeline, John, it's just all about, just how many opportunities are in there, and
we want more.
We want more. Just throw them.
Well, it's a numbers game, right? The more you put into your funnel, the more deals and opportunities that are going to arise. I mean, it just makes common sense.
Yeah. Why be concerned about the quality of your pipeline? Let's just stay focused on the quantity.
Yep. Shove it through.
Yep. You're listening to Breaking BizDev,
the podcast that beats up, breaks down, and redefines business development for the professional services firms of tomorrow. Your hosts are John Tyerman, founder of Red Cedar Marketing, the podcast marketing company for experts and professional services firms,
and Mark Wainwright, principal consultant and founder of Wainwright Insight, the fractional sales manager and sales consultant to professional services firms.
If you find this podcast helpful, please help us by following the show and leaving a review on Apple Podcasts.
And now, back to the show. All right, so we're up to number 7, I think.
Number 7, and this is a favorite of mine. Follow the Sally principle, and that stands for same as last year. You don't want to change it all. If it worked last year, it'll work this year, and you will see very stagnant results, which is the goal.
Yeah, I'm seeing some tight connections here to your very first recommendation, which was, don't be creative. So I'm seeing a good connection there. Yeah,
Bland is the name of the game.
Yep. Just copy it and do it again. Fantastic. Great recommendation. People are going to take that one to the bank.
Yeah. All right. What's number 8? We're cruising.
Yeah,
through
number
this.
8.
We're going to have to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, I know. We're kind of ripping through these. Number 8 is, when you do have, an opportunity to go talk to your client, when you have that meeting set up, just show them the deck.
Don't ask questions.
Just bust out that 80 page, 80 slide deck and just let her rip.
The more slides, the better, quite honestly.
Yeah, the more slides, the better. And, that deck is obviously going to cover, your 40 services bullet pointed on multiple slides, or maybe crammed onto one in like 8-point font.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to hammer them over the head with your resumes and your expertise, because no other expert firms do that.
If you get it down to under 100 pages and, you're saving on paper, right? Saving
Smart.
those extra 20 pages.
Smart. So just show up, show them the deck, pitch the heck out of them, and overwhelm them with your stuff.
Because if you overwhelm them with information, that positions you as an expert, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
More information, quantity. Hey, there's a theme I'm seeing. Quantity in the pipeline, quantity in your proposals.
Exactly.
All right. So what are we on? Number 9?
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, I like this one. This is create an echo chamber. You need to believe only what you hear within the 4 walls of your firm. Don't go outside. Don't talk to other people in the industry. Diversity of thought just brings change, and change is a drag, right? So create an echo chamber and just hang out there.
Yeah, I have found that just about all professional services firms do a really good job of these sort of inwardly focused planning exercises. And come next year, when they look at the results or what's come of all of that, there's not a lot to speak of, but heck, they spent so many days doing this. I mean, there were Post-it notes and the big whiteboard sheets all over that room. They took pictures of everything and shared them with the firm. And it seemed like it was a really, really strong effort. So they're probably just going to end up doing it again next year. So that's definitely a way to pull yourself away from the pack.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, challenging the status quo just, diverts everyone away. If you question things, then people have to stop and they have to think, and it requires just too much. It's a headache. Thinking is a headache. And, if everyone agrees with each other, then everyone's happy.
All right. So I think we're up to number 10 now. Right?
Number 10.
Number 10. Always be closing.
Oh, yeah. Got to win the deal, right?
Yeah, that's right. That was pulled from Glenn Ross. That among endless other sort of quotes and snippets and really fantastic advice that we've all gleaned from all of those shows or films that really kind of highlight and glorify what it means and what it looks like to be a really good salesperson. Always be closing should be a powerful motivator and a really strong way to kind of pull yourself away from others out there who are, just hammering their clients for the contract.
Well, if you're going up against a competitor who's asking questions and taking their time and having methodical conversations, then it just gives you an opportunity to close the deal faster, right? I mean, what we're trying to do is we are trying to minimize days in pipeline. That's the name of the game.
Yeah,
we got to close.
Just close it. Just close it. If they have questions, if they want to have additional conversations, etc., no, just close the deal.
Well, if they have questions, you need to have the answers, and you need to tell them the answer.
Well,
so
it's
that
the
we can
deck,
get past.
right?
Yeah, you refer to the deck.
Yeah,
Section
yeah,
4.
That was slide 86.
Right.
Don't you remember? I'll send it to you again.
All right. So always be closing. That's
always be closing.
That's number 10. Okay.
11.
This is where you just build in secret. Okay. You're building your business in secret because you want to avoid networking. I mean, who needs connections anyway, right?
Yeah.
I mean, networking just gives the market an opportunity to hear your ideas and hear what you're building. No. You got to keep that secret closed off, and it needs to be perfect before you launch whatever that idea is.
Don't test.
No. Oh God, test?
No, don't test.
What are we thinking?
Yeah, don't
just build it in secret by yourself. Don't tell anybody about it. Your business, your marketing campaigns, no one.
Build in secret. That is great.
Behind the curtain.
Strong recommendation. All right. So the last one that I have on my list, which is really a great approach, and week in and week out, I find people really employing this one. which is really just go ahead and email over the PDF proposal, and they'll definitely get right back to you.
Oh, immediately. Next day,
Yeah,
right?
just send it. Just send it right over to them. There are other ways to deliver that information, to have a conversation about that information. But really, in order to, just kind of check the checkbox, my job is done here. I'm just going to email over the PDF proposal, and the contract is obviously forthcoming. Maybe there's a little bit of a delay. Maybe they don't get back to you for 6 or 8 weeks or something like that. But, eventually everything's going to work out fine.
Yeah.
And really the best way to just keep things moving is just send that proposal over.
Right, because you've got all those other Tom, Dicks, and Harrys in your pipeline. You got to send more PDF proposals too. So come on, volume, quantity. Let's get them out. Pump out
your
proposals.
Pipeline. Yeah, I mean, your pipeline is not really there to be walking you towards really great contracts. It's just a proposal machine. Just crank them out.
Right, because volume equals growth.
Yes, there it is.
Because we want to blend in. We don't want to stand out at all. We want to make sure that we are exactly like all of the other firms who have RFP machines. All right. So we promised 12, and we have a baker's dozen. I've got one more.
Oh, yep. Fantastic. Good. A bonus.
A bonus one. You stop by the bakery. We're going to get you what you need. This last way that we have to suck at differentiation, number 13, is to maintain a static website. You don't want it to evolve. You don't need it to be optimized. If clients are looking for you, they're going to find you, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Needles in haystacks. Absolutely.
Yeah. If they want it enough, they'll find it.
Yeah. They'll dig. I mean, they're willing to go to the 13th search results page on Google. They'll find you.
It's a part of the qualification process.
Yeah.
You got to make them dig.
Wow. Yeah. Right. They find your website, and maybe they even send you an email, and you get back to me and say, "Wow,
congratulations!
This is surprising.
You've made it this far. You must really want our services."
Oh, that is fantastic. So, a baker's dozen, 12 plus 1, 13 fantastic ways to blend in, to suck at differentiation. We packaged it up nicely, John. I think there might be a few we missed, but I think all in all, that's a pretty good summary on how someone can really kind of just destroy any differentiation or any sort of, unique positioning or anything like that.
Why be unique when you can emulate your competition?
Yeah.
Because it's safer to do that than to stand out and to put yourself out there and to turn heads. You don't want to capture attention at all. You just want to be like every other apple in the cart.
Every other one. Right. So there we are. There's our 12 plus 1, our baker's dozen. I'm sure others have more. We would love to hear from any and all of you out there about other ways to destroy any differentiation that your firm can achieve through maybe thinking about some of these things a little differently.
Yeah. And remember, the goal is not to shine, but to blend. And you need to be, your firm's legacy needs to be one of mediocrity, right? We don't want a lasting impression. We just want to blend right into, just be one other brick in the walls back here.
Yeah, exactly. Good. All right, John, I think we hashed that one out pretty clearly.
I think so.
Yeah, tried our best.
Hopefully everybody out there knows that we are absolutely kidding about this, and most of our predispositions is the complete opposite of everything that we just talked about.
Yeah, sometimes the way to really understand something is to maybe look at it from a slightly different perspective, and I'd say this is a different perspective.
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
Good.
Mark, I enjoyed this. If you're listening to this, like Mark said, if you think of other ways to suck at differentiations, shoot us a note. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we would love to hear about it. Better yet, we'd love to see it.
Oh yeah, examples. Show us some
examples.
examples.
Just send us great examples of how your firm has,
or how others,
others.
We could
maybe
throw
other firms have just disappeared into the background. Yeah, we'd love to see it.
Yeah, we need some more case examples of this because we need some more evidence to support our baker's dozen here.
We do. All right, John, this has been fun. Until next time.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening to Breaking BizDev. Subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or listen to the show at breakingbizdev.com. This episode was produced by Red Cedar Marketing. If you think a business podcast is right for your company, visit redcedarmarketing.com to learn more.